Hey everybody, happy Sunday. We are here once again in Rehoboth Beach on our last day. We're actually just about to leave. We're gonna go get some Louis pizza, of course, because we gotta have Louis pizza at least one last time before we get out of here. But I wanna show you guys this. Look at the surf. That is crazy. We're getting hit by a pretty nice storm here right now. I don't know if this has anything to do with Hurricane Matthew or not. Some people are telling me it doesn't, but I don't know. I mean, it's pretty crazy if it doesn't have anything to do with that. I think it does. It's nuts. So yeah, tons of rain during the last 2 days. It is what it is. We've been making the best of it and still having a really fun vacation. And if the phone's shaking, I'm sorry. I'm like really cold. The weather has gotten very cold. When we came down on Friday, the weather was pretty nice. It was pretty warm out. Even yesterday during the day, I didn't even have a jacket on during the day. It was really nice. And now that it's been raining the last 2 days, it's getting very cold. And again, I'm shaking. I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. But yeah, again, I just want to show you guys just the waves and everything and how crazy the ocean looks right now. It's absolutely insane. So, all right, guys, again, we're gonna go get some Louis pizza, and then we're gonna head out of here and go home, and that'll be the end of the vacation. Oh well, my birthday weekend is over, but it is what it is. So, all right, let's go get some pizza. All right, guys, this is it. My last Louis of this year. Probably won't get any of this until maybe next summer. I wanted to come down this summer, and obviously never did. So, who knows? Maybe next summer I won't even make it down here. This could be my last Louis for another 2 years. Who knows? Seriously, best food ever. If you were in Rehoboth Beach, get Louis Pizza. You will not regret it. All right, guys, back home, back in the Cinema Sickness Media Library, and it certainly does feel good to be home, and it does feel great to be back amongst all my friends. But I did have a fantastic weekend. It was really nice to get away with the wife. It's just nice every now and then to just get away from everything and just put everything on the back burner and just kind of have a good time away with your significant other. And it was really fun. We had a great time, even though the weather was kind of crappy. That is until we came home today. On the way home, the skies cleared up, wind went away, rain went away, sun came out, figures. But even though the weather was kind of crappy, it still was a great time. We had an absolute blast in Rehoboth, and it was great. I love it down there so much. Just a lot of cool stores to shop at, amazing food. I love going down there. And again, we had an absolutely just fantastic time, and maybe I'll do it again next year. Who knows? I was telling my wife, I'm like, we got to get down here more often. We used to come down like every month when my family had a beach house down here. Now, every 2 years? That's not good. We got to come down more often. So hopefully we will start doing that. But all right, guys. So now that I'm back home, what did I do? Not much. I didn't go out and do any cinema hunting or anything like that. I kind of just stayed home and kept it low key. And I ended up watching 2 titles. So let's check out what I watched. Alright, so tonight's first Cinema Sickness Halloween Horror-thon title was The Shallows, which I can't actually physically hold up and show you, as I only have a digital copy of, thanks to one of you guys. Thank you so much for that. Really wanted to check this movie out. It seemed like a lot of fun. I've been hearing good things about it, and I didn't really know what it was going into it, other than it was a movie about a shark and people and the shark attacking people. That's all I really knew. So I went into it expecting it to be a lot more based on reality and kind of maybe like Open Water or Frozen, not the Disney one, the ski lift one. You know, something that seems more realistic, something that could happen. And at first, that seemed the way the movie was going. A girl goes and finds this beach that she's been looking for, this kind of hidden beach that most people don't know about. Her mother went there when she was pregnant with her. She wants to find it because she's kind of lost and doesn't know where she is in the world. So she goes to this beach to kind of get away. She ends up going surfing, meets some of these dudes who are surfing there. The dudes end up leaving. She's like, I'm going to catch one more wave. So they end up going away, and she goes to catch this one more wave, and she ends up getting attacked by a shark. Long story short. So she's now in pain. She's caught by the shark. She's on this rock that is out in the middle of the ocean. When the tide gets low, she's stuck on this. There's this rock that appears, so she goes on the rock to get away from the shark. But of course, the shark's still hunting in the water, so she can't just swim back to the beach because the shark is obviously going to attack her if that happens. So she's stuck there overnight. The guys come back. They end up getting eaten. Now she's like, what am I going to do? I'm still stuck here. The shark's still out there. The shark's killing people off. How am I going to survive? And at first it kind of seems like I said, something sort of realistic, where in the sense that it's somebody being attacked by a shark that's just hunting in the water. Okay. But as the movie goes on, it ends up becoming this like killer shark movie. A shark bent on revenge of the humans who did him wrong. Not that these humans necessarily did him wrong, but just humans in general, because the shark has like a hook in its mouth, and I guess at some point, he was caught and broke away, and now he's just like, kill all humans. So he's like literally going after this girl. It's not just that she happens to be in the water and that maybe she's easy prey and that he could eat her. I mean, he's literally going after her. he's now on the hunt for her. And it just becomes this whole different type of movie, which I thought was kind of fun. It ended up being just something very different. I like the idea that it's not completely, fantasy, but it's not completely based in reality either. It's sort of this fun mix of, seems like something that can kind of happen, with the exception of the fact that the shark has now been on revenge and actually going after the girl. That's a little nuts, but it still was a lot of fun. I love the way the shark was killed at the end. That was pretty crazy. It just a really fun scene there. So would I recommend the movie? I would say it was definitely a fun watch. Again, it's a movie that it's based somewhat in fact, but also somewhat in fiction. It kind of has a mixture of both, and it sort of kind of seems like it could actually happen, with the exception of the fact that this shark is going after this girl, and knowingly going after this girl. That's about the only part that seems like not so much, but otherwise it's a really fun movie. I would definitely recommend checking it out. If you just love shark movies, I mean, there's so many of them out there right now, and you want to see one that's not so over the top and so just crazy, not so Sci-Fi Channel or Silent Pictures esque, if you know what I mean. You want to see something a bit more grounded, then check out The Shallows. It was a lot of fun. I'd recommend it. Alright, and then tonight's second Cinema Sickness Halloween Horror-thon title was, and again, I can't physically hold it up and show you, as I only have a digital copy, although I do have a physical copy on its way. It should be delivered very soon. Ghostbusters. 2016 Ghostbusters. Yeah. I went into this movie expecting, I guess I pretty much got out of it what I was expecting. I went into expecting a movie that I wasn't going to hate, but I wasn't going to love. And I guess when all is said and done, that's kind of how I let the movie. I didn't hate this movie. I just didn't love it either. My main issue with this movie is just the style of it. It's way too just goofy. And that's my issue. Whereas the original Ghostbusters, it felt like, I mean, even though you knew it was complete fantasy, even though you knew it was all made up and whatnot, it still felt like something that could probably happen. It felt like I'm really watching the story about these guys who really do become ghost hunters. Okay, there are real ghosts out there. These guys are hunting them down. It felt all very realistic. It had definitely its comedic moments in it, some funny moments in it, and also some great horror moments in it as well. It was just this great mix of comedy and horror and fantasy, but also realism, and just it balanced everything very well, the original movie. And again, it felt very almost serious, and felt like it could actually kind of maybe sort of really be happening. This movie did not feel like that at all. This movie just felt very over the top. The jokes were just so ridiculous a lot of times. I mean, I guess there was a few jokes that I thought worked, but a lot of the jokes just felt very very over the top, very just kind of like, I don't see potty humor, because I guess it wasn't necessarily potty humor, but just cheesy jokes. That's the way I want to say it. They weren't, the movie, I guess basically I say the movie, it just wasn't, it wasn't, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe the 2016 Ghostbusters. It wasn't smart. There you go. That's the problem of the movie. It wasn't a smart movie. The original Ghostbusters, it was smart. It delivered itself as a smart film, as a movie that, again, could possibly happen. You don't feel dumb watching it. This one you kind of do. It felt like a very modern comedy where it was stupid humor. It wasn't written very smart. It was too over the top at times. But with that being said, it wasn't the worst. It could have been worse. The movie actually starts out, I gotta warn you, if you're gonna watch the movie, get past the first 15 minutes, because I gotta say, the first 15 minutes of the movie, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I was really getting worried, because the first 15 minutes are extremely over the top. It really does feel like the movie's just gonna be absolute, complete garbage as the movie begins. But as time goes on, the movie does start to pick up pace and does become a bit more fun. And doesn't become as over the top and as goofy, and does get a bit more serious. So I liked that. So again, I would say don't be one of those people who just start watching the movie and go, no, this is bad. I'm not even gonna finish it. Maybe at least get through it. I did watch the extended cut. It is like 2 hours and 15 minutes long, the extended cut. But I would recommend watching the entire thing, because again, the first 15 minutes are just kind of like, yeesh, and then it gets better as time goes on. But even though it gets better, it doesn't get amazing. But with that being said, I didn't absolutely hate the movie. I thought it was okay. I was entertained. Would I watch it again? Yeah, I would. I'd watch it again. And you know what? To be honest, I probably will, because the wife found out that I was watching it, and she's like, I wanted to watch that movie, so I'm probably going to end up watching it again with her. I do have the 4K 3D combo pack coming, so I'll probably watch it in 3D with her again. So I can see myself watching it twice, and I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay watching it twice. I'll probably watch if the extended cut is not if I have a choice between the extended cuts or the theatrical cuts in 3D, I'll probably just watch the theatrical cut, see what that's like, see what the difference is, see if it's any better. So I don't really have too much to say about that movie other than it was okay. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. It definitely did not even come close to comparing to the original. Just again, it wasn't smartly written. That's how I would definitely describe the movie. Original Ghostbusters, smartly written. New Ghostbusters, not so much. There were a ton of cameos. That was interesting. I kind of enjoyed that. If you're watching the movie, definitely check out for all the cameos. The original Ghostbusters, obviously with the exception of Egon, all make a cameo, which I thought was kind of cool, I guess. It's one of those things where it's like it's nice to see them in the movie. You're like, oh, fun cameos, and then you're like, why didn't they just make a third Ghostbusters movie like years ago when they still could have made a Ghostbusters movie? Why? They should have. They just should have. I would have loved to have seen a real third Ghostbusters film. That would have been so much fun. Maybe it wouldn't have been great. Who knows? It could have sucked, but it also could have been epic and amazing and fantastic. I would have. It's one of those things where it's like, it could have been. It may, yes, it may have sucked, but it may have been epic. It may have been so awesome. We will never know. Instead, we're stuck with the 2016 Ghostbusters and the new Ghostbusters, which was just kind of eh. So, even Janine makes a cameo in this movie. So, I don't know. In the end, I would just say, if you're in the same boat as I was in, where you're like, you know what, I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I want to see it. I'm intrigued. I'm interested. Should I check this out? Should I not check this out? Yeah, you're kind of on the fence, but at the same time, you're like, I want to see what all the hubbub was about, because this movie had so much BS controversy, by the way. Like, the controversy on this movie was just stupid and so pointless and just should not have existed. But if you want to see what all that was about and you want to check this movie out, I would recommend at least seeing it. Give it a rent, Redbox or something like that, or Netflix or whatever. At the very least, give it a rent, check it out, see what you thought of it. It isn't the worst thing ever. It isn't as bad as some people made it out to be. I would say all in all, it kept me entertained. It was enjoyable. Did I love it? No. But did I hate it? Also no. It was just kind of mediocre. It was okay. And see it if you really want to. Otherwise, there's really no need to check it out. Alright guys, and with that, I am now off to bed. Gotta get to bed a little bit early today because I have a job interview tomorrow. You're probably thinking, wait, what? Job interview? Yeah, on Friday on the way down to Rehoboth Beach, I actually got a phone call from a place I had put an application for a job, and they wanted me to come in for an interview tomorrow. So exciting. I was like, cool, awesome. And then that night, I got basically hired, accepted for the job I actually really wanted, and the job I applied to a few weeks ago. So, and I certainly accepted it. So I still have a job interview, and you're thinking, well, why don't you just call the place up and say, I'm sorry, I accepted another job offer, and I'm not gonna, I don't need to take this job. I would do that, except they're closed tomorrow. The lady is coming in to the office for no other reason tomorrow than to interview me. I don't have her personal number. I only have the number for to call the actual place, which is has been closed all weekend, and is technically closed tomorrow for Columbus Day. So I was kind of like, what do I do? And my wife and I, we both were like, I guess we should just go in, do the interview, see what happens. I mean, I guess it's not bad to have your name. Just don't blow them off. Don't burn bridges. Basically, that would be you don't want to do that, and I wouldn't want to do that anyway. They're actually it's for a credit union, and I'm actually a member of the credit union, and I know a lot of people who work there, so I kind of don't want to just blow them off. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do the job interview. Take it seriously. I'm gonna put on a suit and everything. Go in, take it seriously. Do the interview, and if it comes down to the point where they actually do want to hire me, I will say, yeah, I'm sorry. I accepted another job offer, but thank you for the opportunity and whatnot. But again, I don't want to just blow them off. I don't want to burn bridges, because who knows? Maybe if this job I took for some reason doesn't work out or something, for whatever one reason or another. I mean, who knows? In this new job, I guess anything could happen. It would be nice maybe to still have the opportunity to work at this place at some point. So I'm going to do that. So if I had the number for the place and they were open tomorrow, I would probably call them up and just say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to come in. But since that's not possible, I can't do that. It's either basically just blow them off or go in. I'm obviously going to go in. I'm not going to be a jerk. So I have kind of a pointless job interview tomorrow, but whatever. It is what it is. So I gotta get to bed so I can get up early and do that. So, all right, guys. So like I always say, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, which is usually a lot more exciting than this video, but I just basically drove home from the beach and then watched a few movies. It wasn't that exciting of a day, but usually some cinema hunting and all kinds of fun stuff going on. So if you want to see a new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you'll get one. And also, if you want to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, one of many designs you can choose from, then head over to cinemasickness.spreadshirt.com. You can get yourself one of these. And finally, if you'd like to support new content, like to keep these videos coming your way, and just show your support and your thanks for these videos, then head over to patreon.com/cinemasickness, where every tiny little bit helps. Even the simple donation of $1 or as much as you like really does go a long way, and all goes right back into these videos and gains you early access to most of my videos as well. So, as always, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Have a good one, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.